Yeah, Cancer. So I'm gonna keep going. I have one. She's a double Cancer. A Cancer Sun as Cancer Moon. Can you fucking imagine what I go through her? You can't Cancer because she is something out of a fucking storybook. Cancer Moon and Cancer Sun. Father in the name. Thank the Most High God He gave her a Capricorn rising because I'll be fucked up. That girl dealing with that girl all her life. You talk about mood swings. I mean, shit. I'm like, girl. Now, me and Jamaya look at yo. 1 minute she come in the house, she be laughing and shit. The next minute you ask her something, you be like, damn. Me and Jamaya look at each other like, whoa. Like, yo, it's swift too. I had to teach her how to ground most of her life. She worry a lot, but see her Capricorn, cause she worry money. She if that girl ain't got no job, she stressed. Yeah, she will. Listen, my girl will not stop until she get nope, relentless. But it's to the point. It's toxic. Worry Cancer is your why you are you constant worry about money Cancer? That's what I think it is. I'm sorry I keep with because I don't know. I just keep saying Cancer because I don't know your name. It's like I don't know. Just leave me alone. Cancer. Now I keep getting these weather alerts and shit, but I don't know. This phone is tricky. When I don't know, it cuts off, so I gotta stop. I don't know. It might be like, well, who was I did that? Gemini? I don't know. You know Gemini? Look at Gemini, cause this is happening. It's similar. It keep cutting off and shit. Let's see what this is about. Okay? I don't know. Can't listen. Can't stop. Let's just see what's happening here. Deny you cancer. Cause my daughter, yeah, man. She don't like to deal with shit head up now. She will yeah, it's like you be but yeah, you gotta damn near bring it to like say it out loud to her because otherwise she be like la 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 and then when I she have a fit. Sometimes outright she get rageful. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it right now. But sometimes it's just as a mom, right? It just be good advice. I'm telling her, you know what I'm saying, things that she get. Listen, the last time it happened, we had a conversation. She was going out on a date. I don't know why it came up, but I said something to her about or when she came back because it happened so fast. She went out on a date and she came back. I guess it went bad. But for some reason, I had went to go see that Black Panther movie, and it sparked me. Y'all went on a whole journey from that movie, always going to the statistics of educated women, Black women, and HIV. So I don't know. It just struck me before, when she came back. Because for some reason, I knew it had to do with sex. He probably wanted to fuck. And she said, I asked what I think. And she said, no, take me home. Because she came home with a bottle. Like he bought, yeah, that he must have bought. So I, but I didn't see all of that at first. I don't know, intuitively. So I said something to her about the statistical data. And she blew a fucking gasket. I'm like, damn. I ain't want to ask because she was but I knew the day. I know it, plus you came back so fast. Like with the, but I guess she was so upset about it, and then it's like intuitively because she's intuitive, so she probably like, damn, it's too much. I don't want to deal with it. Like just please me, leave me. With and she was upset, but she never went out with him again. But the bottle, see, so I'm sure he must have picked her up, had a bottle, and he probably was going to take her, and she probably was like, nope. And that was that. But she did, yeah. Now I ain't no, cause I don't. Mm-mm. But I talked to her, so are you all aware, right? Now don't be going out there doing no stupid shit. So kids up. Now promiscuity is coming up here, Cancer. I guess I don't know, men or women, men maybe both. With faithfulness, loyalty in your relationships, being loyal, or cancers, right? Especially cancer men, because cancer men are they are different from cancer women, right? because they are masculine, they are men. So dealing with all of this emotions, all these intuitive hits and shit, they sensitive. They are. They like shit, almost like Pisces, and they cancerous. So they, the motherfuckers latch on to you. Yes, they do. They become like they just grow and grow. They grow on you, the men. They do. They can. They have an ability to be able to do that. And some they like mama's boys. Most cancer guys are mama's boys, right? So they love affection and closeness and all of that other stuff. If you with a cancer man and he is not affectionate and he's not touchy and emotional all the time in a good way, because they are a lot like Pisces. They are dreamers. It's watery. It's the moon. So emotionally, moon, they got a thing, most of them, for their mothers. They love their fucking mothers. So if you with a cancer man who don't respect women and don't love women just naturally, then I don't know, beloved. Something happened between, yeah, because most cancer boys, they cling to their mommies. They be grown men still going home eating, and most of the time, like if they mothers are not there, they'll find a sister or aunt, somebody they going, yeah, over there all the time, seeing them, my aunt. Did they need mothering? So if you with a cancer man, that's the thing. You gotta in some ways. Now I know it's hard to do that in relationships, in a relationship with a man and a woman, because you gotta have some sort of boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So it is great if he has a woman, some woman in his family that he could go to for that, because they need that. Because men in general, right? I'm gonna go up and go get that book from Ariana Van Zandt, for the men. They sometimes, especially when they grow up in a single parent home without their father or no positive role model, who else they mother for safety. She is like his everything, because that's his mommy. And so, especially if she breastfed him and all of that other stuff, yes, God, most kids, you have to spoil them. They ain't gonna have it no other. A cancer man, a boy, little boy, he ain't gonna have it no way. He love his mommy. I'm sure he always want to be coddled. He always want to be hugged. He's always be like, God damn, I can't even put your ass down. If you go ask your mother about how you was, I bet you she tell you, God damn it, you got on my nerves so bad. I can't. Or if she can't wait till you're fucking get married, get what the fuck. I wish somebody. Listen, oh, she want. If you single, she like, when the fuck do you want to get? Oh my God, please, God, somebody marry him. I need somebody to marry him. So single cancers, your mothers. See cancer, moon, your mommy, she ready for your ass to get married. She need, yeah. Shit, failure to launch cancer, what's up? If you, shit, some of you, if you live for her cancer, man, she, get the fuck out. Get, go get somebody. You get married, what's wrong with you? Or even if you don't, you in over there, but guess what? I bet you that shit costs money. Yes, she hit on fucking, pay me, motherfucker. Pay me. So for her, it's a hustle. Yeah. So she like, fuck it, I'll do it because I could make me a couple dollars a week. But I wanted to. So okay. But inside, she like, most high, please, God, Jesus, somebody, my baby. Oh my God, he needs somebody. But this mommy, right? We talking about a mommy who wishes her son well. But she praying, then my son, right? She know his wants and his needs, but she know his quirks and his downfalls too, because she's mostly, yeah, the problem. She created this fucking monster. And now mommy is like, good God, no, I need somebody for my baby. Good God, please somebody help me. Because he needs somebody like her. Yeah. He needs somebody that is going to be. I'm talking about because most likely this mom is a domestic mom. She was part because of the single mom taking care of her son. So she was his safety, or his father could have been out the home, not there, whatever that is. But he spent a lot of time. Mostly, she was always in the house when yeah. So she did everything. Probably clean his room, did yeah stuff that his father probably was mad at if he was there. Like, what the fuck is he a grown man? He's a big boy. Why are you doing that shit for him? Let him do it himself. You mean your father too? If you got it for, he like, God damn it. Now I'm gonna have to pull my shirt on this shit because now what the fuck is going on here? Even he getting worried. Like, come on now, you at the stage where I mean, what's going on? He probably even asked you, damn, are you gay? Just tell me the truth. Just fucking shoot me. Just shoot me the fucking head. Just tell me the fucking truth. And then give me the gun and I'm gonna blow my. Oh God, forgive me. Now it's the now if you a cancer man or woman and you dealing with gay and those types of issues with your parents now, guys, that's a tough subject. That's tough for both, for the person, for the child, and for the parents. It's very hard. It's not as easy as it seems when your child comes to you and tell you that they gay or it's a lot of moving parts. All of your as a grandmother, right? As a mom, all your dreams and all that stuff, they gotta be revised because his family is gonna be different. If he comes out and does all of this stuff, then he's gonna have a different type of family. One that's different than you probably was expecting. So you gotta be able to admit that, mom, right? That has to be considered. And no matter how minute it seems, but the moms I'm talking about here, I don't know. These type of moms like me, you spend so much of life sacrificing. See, 12th house, Neptune, the house is sacrificing for your children to make sure that they okay, that they grow up to be, responsible adults, right? That when they get old enough that they could assimilate themselves in the world and be okay, right? Guys, I'm here. I'm just channeling, right? I'm gonna get to the cards. They have to assimilate themselves into society. And now, Three of Cups energy we talking about, right? Like Mercury, what's that? Mercury in Cancer, right? So they social beliefs, and also see for me that's Hierophant energy, institutionalized learning. So it's you, right? In psychology, we learn that it's you and what you teach them in your home versus what they see out there in the world. You have to prepare them. It's two different things. You got to prepare them for both. So, mom, sometimes we coddle our kids. We, do all this stuff to keep them safe. And moms like me, we make a lot of sacrifice to make sure that they stay out of the fucking 12th house shit. Mental illness, drugs, addictions, all that stuff is a lot of work. So moms like these are moms that are home when their kids get home. They home all the time. They are domestic, which means that they sacrifice their careers, their money, making ability in order to be home for their children, for their family. So children, you guys, when you go out there making these decisions to do these things, then listen, you gotta as selfish as you want to be, because I get it, right? In psychology, we learn that we as people, right, as individuals, we go through stages of development, right? But it's now we talk about sex and then right our gender and then all these hormones that come along right with both separately. So those things have to be considered, right? But we go through stages of development. And now you add on social constructs and all now the stages that they go through, yeah, both. They learn at home versus out there in school, in church, and yeah. And now, at the end of all of that, somewhere they have to form some sort of theory on like, yeah, come up with something theory that has to. somehow carry them out through their life. Now, this theory, it changes as we grow. Experiences and all that, our theories about life, they begin to change. So, Cancer, maybe you are at a pivotal point in your life where you might be going through some sort of paradigm shift, right, Cancer? A shift in your thinking. It might be coming out of left field. Cancer is something the way you think about. I don't know. It now for it depends on where the moon is. You have to look where the moon is and what house is transiting into, and also you have to look where Lilith is. That's the darker moon. Now, I can't say you have to be in alignment. I tell my daughter this all the time. You gotta follow the moon cycle. You gotta track them. You have to because every moon affects you, Cancer, in a different way. You constantly doing this work, which means that you've been repeating this a lot of time, a lot of like I don't know. You scared. You are afraid of spirituality, of spirit. Now you should be afraid of God, but not really. Wow. You talk to him just like you talk to yeah. Don't be because he know you're lying. Yes. Just tell the truth and shame your own devil. See, Capricorn. Because he in your every thoughts of some of you, because he around you all the time. You got things that you got to do. That you got to be doing on the planet. And some of you, well, all of you. And um, I guess one then right, you getting initiated in some way. Like God, girls might be just being because ones came up initiated, right? Let's see what come out of here again. So for the women, let's go with the women first, right, guys? No, wait, a whole stack. I should have just let's go with it. Let's see. I don't know. Test my skills. Let's see if I know what I'm talking about with the stack that just fell. I don't know. I like to challenge myself. So let's hope for the best. Um, I do have my tarot deck that I worked on. Jemaya. Okay, I got him. I want my cigarettes. Guys, yes, I'm working on it. It's crazy. How can I be getting I don't know. This body is crazy. You know, Archangel Metatron one time told me I got it. Yes, a message from Archangel Metatron, and I started working out. Right, because he still bother me sometimes. He'll shoot, or I be like, yo, if you don't get to stay away from me, he gonna tell me, kitty, just like this, your body, kitty. Now everybody's talking about it, and I'm like, okay, what is? Because he know when he's come talk about everybody, talk when he say, yo, I get pissed. Who the fuck is it? Yeah. When he say they talk, who the fuck is they, man? See, this what I'm saying. Yeah, y'all do all this faking and stuff, right? Acting like y'all holier than that when they get around y'all, like y'all so good and pure, but they know the fucking truth about that. They know your innate talent. See, they know what you can do. They know you manipulate. They know you manipulators, and they know you already, beloved. See, when I say, you see, Mercury, Gemini, they know how you use your energy, right? Manifestation, right? Revelation, higher perspective, right? Growing to a higher state of being. It's a trine. Archangel Metatron, symbols, right? Also, all of them really. And Archangel Metatron works through, yeah, see, Capricorn. Yeah, I worked with, yeah. I told you. Yeah, Kenny, your body. Yeah. Then I say, okay, what do they say? Okay, after I asked him who's that, and he's like, people. Okay, people. Your body. It's abnormal, the shape of it. I started cracking. Shit, I know exactly what you're talking about because it's that fucking dope, right? Nigga, I know. It's that all right. See how he said, yeah, it's like reverse psychology. Yeah, he do shit. Metatron. If you work for the Metatron, then you better be ready for reverse psychology. I'm gonna put this down because the idea is to um transmute your negative karma. That is what he did to help you do your squares, the things that's blocking you, that's binding you, that's squaring you, that's controlling you, your analness, your control issues. He and Saturn through Saturn energy, Saturnian energy. Yeah, he will square your fucking ass. You think Metatron over there being your fucking friend? You doing all this shit in front of him, and you think he no, he a fucking tire. He karmically tie your fucking ass. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So in that way, I mean, he the devil. He works with the motherfucking. Take this from experience. You thinking this motherfucker is your friend, and he is your friend in some ways. Well, at least with me. Yes, I did because he shares so much fucking energy with me, knowledge and information, symbols, and that I have to acknowledge him for my ascension with symbols and all this. No doubt, working through with Saturn and Jupiter. So I don't know. He might be wearing red sometime, or you might see red with Archangel Metatron, whoever. Now, guys, I believe it to be more than one because through experience, how do some see them white and some see them? Mine was black. At first, they was white, but they was black. But they energies completely changed. They was different. I resonated more with the black ones. I'm not gonna lie. All the angels, except for Chamiel, she stayed white, Caucasian white. But the rest of them mostly manifested. Death Angel, they all manifested themselves to me and as African Americans of the descent. So I don't know. So all these other people that they have to, yeah. So it's more than one now. But Jupiterian, Metatron works through Jupiter too, because Jupiter expands. Jupiter is where you get the use of to use the symbols. Saturn is the disciplinarian, right? He's the tester. He send you the the rites of passages, and Metatron is the one who manifests them shits in the physical fucking realm, and he uses all of the planets for that, especially Mercury. Good God, now he's an angel. Communication with what the gods, lowercase, yeah, through all kinds of animals, spirit animals, birds, everything you fuck. Yeah, this yeah. Some of them specialize in different things, but when we talk about Metatron here, Saturn and Jupiter. So you better get real comfortable, or you better get real knowledgeable about your Capricorn. Which you better get real comfortable with right now, Cancer, with Saturn energy and Jupiter especially, because it's time to expand. Jupiter stretches the shit out of you. It stretches you upward. Yes, like Salandriphon, Archangel Detour. Yeah, it stretches you up. Jupiter, Salandriphon. So it pulls you up. The idea is to ascend. So you ascend to the use of all of these symbols and all of this stuff that you learn with Metatron through Saturn. But at the same time, you come into contact, right? You learn about all your innate talents, right? That's your second house. That's your second house. Money, possessions, and all of that stuff. It's through Metatron you learn about purging, getting rid of shit. Yeah, all of that stuff. This gotta go, that got straight purging. So that's what I'm telling you. When you call these angels, you gotta be ready to do the work because they pushing you to higher states of being, higher states of consciousness with higher beings. This is ascension. Now, I don't know. Some of you, it depends. Some of you might be going to another level of ascension, made to earn a lot of past life work. You might have earned, right? Because we talk about Jupiter. You might have went through this already and it's expanding, it's going. But yeah, yeah. Or some, I don't know. But you should know if it's good or bad. Now trines are good. That's the triangles. It's easy. It's harmonious. It's a benefit. So in this case, this is people who already been doing the work, cancers, or this is what you going about to be going through to get here. But you got that's the thing. Ashes to ashes, dust to yep, whatever it is else you was doing, because you about to start something new, cancer, in some way. But this is whatever it is you start anew. It either caused the paradigm shift or you gonna have one. See, family legacy. Eight. Ten of Pentacles energy. So it's related to family. Now we talk about moon energy. That's the mom, mothering. So you know what I'm saying. We all, most of us, our moms, the home. So this is happening around your home, but obviously you, because your soul, your body is the home. So be careful here, because cancer, it's definitely this could manifest in something with the physical body that involves the physical body, your physical body, cancer. Eights, right? So if you're seeing eights right now, eights are a powerful connection. Now, if this is two people, right? We talk about if this is two people, then now I take it this is people who's ascending to some with partnership with somebody else, because eight is two fours, right? We don't really, but I'm just saying. So that's more like a rectangle, right? So you adding on to something, cancer, hopefully, but spiritually you are, because you're about to you are making or are dead about to make a more powerful connection to the spiritual realm. That's going to require some right action and you being open, being in receptive mode, receiving information, cancer. See what I'm saying about cancer? Sometimes y'all block yourself off. You don't want to hear the truth. You rather live in denial. You're not always so accepting. So I take it you reject people a lot, cancer. You got a habit of maybe trying to make people feel rejected. I don't know, or it's something that you do that people like. It's how people respond to you, right? But it's because I don't, cancer. You reject people. Now I don't know if it's malicious or it's something that you're not aware of, but your energetically, you reject people. You reject help. You reject help. Some support. You reject. So when people want to support you, in other words, you reject them. No, no, thank you. But that's out of fear, cancer. That's because I get it. You've been hurt so many times or disappointed that yeah, no more. But now, cancer, be careful, because now fruits of your labor, infinity symbols, octagons, use of intuition, and angels, right? So cancer, you could possibly be earning the use of angels right now. And yes, ascending to a place where the angels are willing to help you manifest whatever this is. But it's family oriented. It's about family. But it requires some right action and it requires help. So this is your angels and your guides that is trying to help you, but you reject them in some way. It could be a thought, it could be a belief, it could be something about them that you reject. but it's all is based in fear. So it could be something that you was taught about ascending and maybe getting into spirituality and getting all into all of this stuff. But Cancer, you are highly intuitive and you know that you are spiritually gifted. But for some reason, Cancer, as much as you pray, I'm talking to a man right now. As much as you pray, as much as you pray, as much as you pray, when he send you signs and synchronicities, you doubt him. You don't believe it's true. You can't. But Cancer, it goes back to you not believing in yourself, Cancer. Now, what is this about? This is a man. But I think this man, you know what I mean? He been hurt so many times. It could have been, even though his mommy, he loved his mother so much, she she hurt him in some way. But he still loved her. I mean, who don't love their mommy? In spite of, you still love your mommy. But she could have did something to disappoint him. And it affects his belief in God and in the same breath himself because man was made in God's image, right? So when you reject yourself, you reject the Most High God. So now we talking about a family thing, right? Family, right? Family. So guys, I gotta do it. Okay, so let me just do it. I don't know, guys. A lot of heart chakra work. I know this stuff is tough. A lot of heart chakra work been coming up, like heart pain. Now, heart pain is hard for men. It's really hard for them because, especially cancer men, they need a woman that they could trust, especially when it comes to making spiritual community, like when they spiritual unions and things like this. When you going into partnership with somebody and making it some sort of a trine, me, you, and the Most High God, yeah. Then or getting married, it's serious. So a Cancer man is right in his his determination, right? To be selective about the woman that he chooses for himself. Because for a Cancer man, the woman that he chooses for himself could be detrimental to his everyday life. And he knows this because he learned this lesson with his mommy. So women, if you're dealing with a Cancer man, then I don't know. This is something that if your husband is a Cancer, then this is something that perhaps gonna come up that he's healing right now. It has something to do with his mother, but he needs to be able to trust you. See sharp. He could be sharp in his speech, like sharp. Yes, music. Something about music. Maybe y'all don't agree on music styles. He's a man. If he's black, he probably like a lot of rap and all that shit, and you probably don't like it. I love it. You gotta listen to the lyrics. They be dope. They be dope. You gotta listen to them. They are lyricists, but they are also poets and writers and spoken word artists. A lot of them they can ad lib this stuff. They don't even need music. They do it with how people acapella. They just go. It's like poetry when you hear them do it. To me, it's art. I love it. And then they add all these beats and all this creative stuff. I be dancing to. I love it. So I don't know, guys. Now listen to classical music. Listen to Beethoven in them. I love it. It helps the brain because Cancer men. you could have had some sort of learning disability growing up, right? So, but the thing with that, can't, this what I'm saying. Like, if you dealing, I don't know, for me, it's different. When you dealing with a man, right? These are the type of things that you pay attention to, right? Because his needs, right? So when you, ladies, when you are dating a guy or getting to know a guy, you don't get to know him for who he really is, and you don't notice what his issues are. Like, you don't know. So whatever his issues are, you don't try to find ways to help him fix, like help him. So in other words, if you, because this is what I'm saying, this is why a cancer man needs a woman that he can trust. Because for instance, if it could be something simple as having a learning disability, it's something that he could have been teased about, all kind of things, being in special education in school or some sort of special need, right? He could have got teased about this a lot. So now as an adult, it's hard to tell what you going. You, it got to be a woman that you can trust to tell me like, yo, you know, yeah, I struggle with this thing. But if he do, cancer woman, wives, what do you do? When he revealed a weakness, what would yeah, what he perceived to be a weakness, because yeah, people use that as a tool, yeah, to have power or control. So what would you do now? Because now he giving you power, right? He's then, yeah, it's the vulnerability. He have to allow himself to be vulnerable. Now, yeah, you, yeah, that is the task for most men. It takes a while to get there. Okay. Now you're at the point where he come, yeah, and he tell you, or how about he tell you something like, uh, he grew up in foster care, or he dropped out of high school, he don't have a high school diploma, or he's a 3-time felon. It's shit like that. That stuff that really are barriers, yeah, in his. But this is, you know what I'm saying, your husband, right? This is somebody who you love. So what do you do here? How do you help him with that? Because obviously it's an issue for him. So what do you do? Do you take that opportunity to make, yeah, once he said, yeah, do you use it against him? Do you take that opportunity to insult him, or what do you do? Or if when he calls you, say, um something happens to his mom or his dad, and he call you in a panic, or if he cried in front of you, what would you do, cancer woman? If your man, what did you do? Think back to what you did the first time your man, if he ever cried in front of you. I mean, honestly, he had cried, grief in front of you. How did you respond? Because cancer, that might be the problem here. So in his time of need, cancer, now he went through this already. He know that. Now he's trusting you as this woman. He comes to you and and cancer. Some of you, I don't know. You might have women, or if you a cross watcher, I don't know. You might have made a boo boo here, right? And somewhere back then, or if this is coming up, love, yeah. Then you see getting ahead of this shit. You like, nope. See, I got it. See, now you made a mistake. I'm talking to, yeah. You made a mistake here. How you, so when he came to do, you rejected him. He came to you in a time of need, and you rejected him. You wasn't, yeah, you used it as an opportunity to have power and control over him. It could be anything. He got sick, you ain't take it. Something he did, but you did it out of maliciousness. And canned your relationship, your intimacy, yeah, because from that point on, he ain't trust you no more, not with nothing. So this cancer man probably got another woman somewhere because he gotta have somebody to dump. Yes, he gotta have. Now, men. Now, this is what I'm saying, women. Now, if y'all can't take the truth, then y'all ain't gonna be able to fuck with me over here. Because listen, I tell the truth. Listen, everything is necessary for the balance. Yeah, everything is relevant. You know what I'm saying? Both bad, good and bad. So guys, you gotta be able to listen. Shit, it's like so when we talk about men and women and what men do, listen, we already know what it is. I'm a grown ass fucking woman, so you can't tell me with experience, bitch. If you ain't hugging him and kissing him and doing all of that and cooking for him, bitch, it's somebody who is. Now either now you might be lucky if it's his mother or his aunt or something like that. If not, then you better fucking bet your bottom dollar it's another bitch. Because especially if he a cancer man, because he need that. He need love and affection. He need it. He need it. He need it. So if you ain't kissing on him and hugging on him and letting him know how important he is, because this is yeah, how important he is to you, how necessary he is, appreciating his kindness, and because now see this is what I'm saying. When you dealing with listen, because the childhood issue, this is what I'm saying. Then don't be fucking around with grown women, but they don't be getting in grown women relationships because yeah. Because you dealing with a man. And as his wife, his woman, whatever it is, it come with duties and responsibilities. And when you marry him through good or bad, his faults, whatever that is, you decided to marry him. So whatever this is, whatever his situation with his mother is, or is was, you was privy to it, so you know his pain. You know what he went through, right? At growing up, as you know all of that already. So now, who in this day and age, we shit, even my 15-year-old daughter can talk about, it's like, yeah, where this stuff come from. So now, going through this generation after generation, people going through this shit all the time. You know that if he ain't deal with the issues, then you know where some of these things come from. It's from him. Now, beloved, as his wife. Now, so you should you should know what he needs. How do you yeah, how do you counteract that? Because the idea is to grow in the sin. You want to keep your husband home. You want him. So what you gonna do is number one. All right. So I'm gonna go research, right? Because when these things, because they emotionally based, and some of them are very serious. So as his wife, right? If you love him, out of concern, what would you do if your daughter comes to you and run the fucking Google and look it up, right? So if you so you do the same thing for him. If you love him, it's your duty as a yeah as his help me right his to help heal him. You are the mother, not his mother, but you embody mother energy. Yeah, mother. You have everything. The female, a healthy female, has everything inside of her to feed another human being. It comes from her body. Milk, right? Infancy, when he depend on you, he suck most on his breast. Everything you eat, right? So you paying healthy because he the baby, right? It has to eat. You have everything, yeah, right here in your body if it's healthy to feed for your baby to be able to survive. Because as long as he suck, it's milk coming in. You see what I'm saying? Where I'm going with this? So your husband does the same thing. He might not suck your breast, but your energy he sucks off. Yeah. So, which means that, I mean, it just comes with the territory. We can say, oh my God, he should be equal and doing equal. Yeah, but bitch, it comes with the fucking territory, especially when you sitting at home all fucking day and you ain't working and he allowing for you to have a comfortable fucking life. Acting like some fucking suburban mom. or being some year living in fucking denial while your husband is spiraling out of control, right? Or whatever this is, because this right here is not. It could be come through addiction, but I don't think so. I think this is something psychological, emotional. This is something painful for him. So even if it manifests as a drug or problem, addiction issue, there's a deeper wounding going on, beloved, that can't be denied no more, Kansas, and it's coming up for him, you, however, and it has to be addressed because he, she, you can't. It gotta be dealt with, and so support. Can he count on you for support? Can you count on her for support? What's happening here? Has he been able to do that in the past? Has she been able to do that in the past? So I take it maybe not for a lot of you. See, a lightning strike. Sun. Now we got the sun, masculine energy. See, that shit, that go to 110. The one, good God Almighty, the self. Now, see, the soul, we talking about fifth house, right? See, now this shit getting good. Where my beer? I really want my coffee. I drink beer because my mother used to drink. She was an alcoholic. My mother was a Capricorn um sun, but she was a Cancer rising. So my mother, she was a little bit of both, but she had an alcohol problem, and it was bad. With the fact she had a drug problem too. I told y'all my mother. I said this before. My mother used to smoke crack cocaine, injury, and not for that much in my life, but maybe from the time I was like maybe 7 when crack came out, and then but it was only for a couple of years. But it was a bad couple of years for me. It could have got really bad, but thank God. But the lightning strike, her mother died. So now her comfort, her support, everything. She just moved. We just moved out of my grandmother's house into our own place for the first time. So it all, yes, the pressure, the stress, and her mother died. See the sun, strength, energy, right? Health and success. So now we go to fifth house, Leo, the sun. So Cancer, Leo is significant here. You might want to see the sun is in Scorpio right now, which is the ruled by Pluto, which is rules death of all kind, hold, yeah, all of that stuff. And Mercury, I believe, is in Scorpio right now. So it is dark energy with it's dark stuff, but it's the planets and Lilith is in Cancer, so it's dark. So it's coming out, yeah, but it's dark stuff. But the Sun card is like the happiest card in the deck. It means success. To me, it's related to the Ten of Cups energy. The ultimate is like when you achieve a goal. Like when I graduated with my undergrad, I didn't think I was gonna make it, guys. That shit was so hard. I wanted to do well. Guys, when I got to the fucking end, I was like, good God Almighty, I can't believe this shit. Woo-wee. Took a lot of determination. So, but when you achieve it, it is like the best. Oh, it's like a feeling like no other. And every time you do it, it just feels better and better. The success, sun. So Cancer, you got to try to get a lot of sun somehow. As much, I don't know, maybe take a walk, get outside in the sun. Now, here go Taurus. The Hierophant, I talked about this, is your Venus. Now, for some of you, now wherever your Taurus is at, Uranus is in Taurus, right? Now, if look and see, look at where Taurus is at. If Taurus is in, if you a Taurus moon, this is a Taurus moon I'm talking to. Cancer, Sun, Taurus, Moon. Now, in the moon, look at the degrees in the moon and then go check the Taurus decans for the sun and you're going to find something there. Because Taurians got decans, right? Look at the degree, right? If it's 0 through 9, then it got something to do with Venus, right? Degrees. And then so on and so on. So go look and see the moon, the degrees of the moon. That just, yeah, your moon sign is in. And put it in a Taurus decan, the sun. And whatever planet it's in is going to be significant for you. It's either going to be Saturn, Mercury, or Venus. See what I'm saying? Woo! Jackpot. Now, the next nine, see the ending I was talking about, because Cancer, something is coming to an end, but for most, it's see, it's a paradigm shift, a shift in your thinking. So, Cancer is your thought pattern. So, you gonna think a whole new way about something, family, or you think a whole new way about family. Cosmic consciousness. Chapter coming to an end. Beginning of something new. Expand your horizon. See, for some, career. See, now for the Page of Pentacles, going back to school. Some really going back to school. Some maybe going to get their GED. Like, fuck it. Some of the men, but like, you know what? So that's what I'm saying. If he comes to you and say that, right? Damn, I want to go get my GED. What you gonna say to him? Because it requires study. It gotta take time. What you gonna say? Oh, we ain't got no money for you. How the fuck you gonna go get your GED? You gotta be working. We need money, right? Or this is something that's important to him. You gotta at least give him a shot. I don't know. I'll be like, hey, let me research and see what I can find for free. Some of them are not. They not free anymore because people was taking advantage of them shits. So it might have to be paid for, but he gotta have time to start. That test is hard. So in that case, if he want to go back and get his GED or something like that, how would you support him in that process? You got to give him the shot. If he say, "Babe, I want to go back to school and study something," but that means now, okay, he might not even say you. He might not even say you got to go back to work, but that means you can say because money might be an issue. He gonna be thinking right about money because he's a man. What do you say? Do you say, babe? Well, let me research and see if I can find something for free, right? And see, right? I mean, it's a great idea. I mean, studying all of that stuff, I can help you. I'm not good at math. I can't help you with that. See, certain tutor. If it's that, because it's that important to him, he might yes. But I'm just saying, it's something to help him feel better, right? So if he could go spend $500, 300, $400 on a pair of fucking shoes, why can't he pay to get a tutor? If he's willing to get this if he's willing to make the sacrifice. I'm talking about because see now we talk about Taurian energy. Your money, how yeah. But if he's coming to you saying that, then it's if it ain't free, that's the sacrifice you're gonna have to pay, right? The test you might have to pay for. You might have to pay for a tutor or something. That test is hard. which means that now he got to spend time with the tutor and all of that, learning and stuff. If he's the man, I would get a man tutor. He might think it might be over jealousy, but it won't because men understand each other's language. He won't feel or yeah, like his this is a power issue. A woman, he be like, man, I don't got some man, please. He'll probably be more resistant. If you get him a man tutor, it'll be better. They speak the same language logically, right? Because they all logically, yeah, shit like that. So he'll help. I bet you he passed the fucking test if you get him a male tutor. It won't necessarily. This what I'm saying. Women, people stupid. It's not about worrying about him cheating with the fucking tutor. I mean, goddamn, who did you marry? A whore? Now that's something different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now come on. I'm talking about getting because they, as again, they speak to all of the lines and all of that shit. He'll help him. I bet you he passed it probably the first time around. Cause then they ain't gotta go through all of that back and forth power tripping and all that bullshit. Cause sometimes women, when they get it, yeah, they take it, yeah, they use it as a time to insult them and yeah, be passive aggressive. Now, see, we talking about resources, right? So now, in a situation like that, resources, the money you spend, it just might take a little bit of rearranging some things. So what would you say? Would you gonna be worried about sacrificing your shoes and your bags and all of that shit? Because now he gonna be, you know, the money. Because now he got this an extra expense, right? So you worry about that stuff, or you could say, well, I mean, because they always worried about money. You could say, well, all right. Now, if are you a conscious shopper or do you just splurge? When you go to the supermarket, are you paying attention to the prices and yeah, are you doing that? Or you just go and buy, yeah, you don't give a fuck about the money because it's his money. So who fucking cares? I don't give a fuck. I buy the most expensive one because it's his money, right? And I'm fucking angry at him. Fuck it, I'll just spend on his money. But I said, that's the women. That's the stupidest thing to do, man. Doing that shit, you only hurt yourself. It's contradictory. It's contradictory to yourself because bitch, that money could be better spent. Like you gonna go just waste extra money trying to be mean to him, when you could use that extra money for lots of other things, maybe arts and crafts, fun for the kids, the movies, things, the extra things that you want to do. Just being conscious of that because women do shit like that. I seen it with my own eyes where I don't know. They do things, but they do it in a devious way to hurt men, right? They want to go for the most expensive thing to make him have to work hard, but not work harder. Fuck it, I'ma just make yeah, I'ma just make it. That's what it's simply because you just want to make him work hard. You want to live in the best neighborhoods. You want to have the best fucking house. You want to yeah, just spend yeah frivolously. But it's not even because your money is long like that. You do it out of maliciousness. You do it to just cause him more. Yeah, make him work. Yeah, I'm fuck it. I'm gonna just make him. So how's he gonna be home all the time when he always at work paying for all of this stuff that you be buying and getting into, plus paying all the bills for the house. So the least you could do is try to be a conscious spender. See how you could cut corners to help both all of y'all out. It ain't to only help him; it's to help all of y'all. It's to benefit the family as a system, as a whole. So you see how your toxicity, even when it's done negative, you affect the family as a whole, as a system, as a unit. So see what I'm saying? Now, a sextile is some sort of sextile in your chart that you got to look at. Is resources. How do you use your resources? The resources is some of the shit that you already get. You could get it for free. Resources. I do listen. Now I love to dress. I dress nice. I yes, but I love thrifting. I think that might be something that comes from my father's side. But I go because my sweatshirts and shit like that. I haven't done it since I've been here. A lot of that stuff I purged already before I moved. I didn't bring. So, but I love to go get sweatshirts from there because all I do is bleach some shit. Like, who's gonna my good ones? I can't know. Even my athletic wear, I wear Fabletics, but I have certain ones. Yeah, cause I bleach. Everything gets fucking bleached for everyday wear. Cause I live an active lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? So most of the time I did, and I'm dancing. So I wear athletic wear. But now I'm gonna be smart about this shit. I'm not gonna go. Yeah, I'm not just gonna put on. Hell no. To be bleaching and shit and messing up stuff just cause I'm being. Yeah, no, because shit. Yeah, resources. Being yeah, Mercury communicating about talking about this shit. So it could be about guys. Something could come up about money, the way you spend money. Now this could easily be the guys too, because something could come up around your home that is going to cause you to think about this shit. That's going to make you become aware of community resources, the resources that's around you. Needing help, where you gonna go? Who's gonna be there for you? But now, see, it's a sextile that you have an opportunity. So it's some sort of resource here that is opportunity that you have an opportunity to activate in your chart. For some of you, it's the use of angels and all of this other stuff, but it's the opportunity to be able to do that. See, a yard, the hand of God. Some of you might have yards in your chart. The hand of God. You could be seeing fives. Listen, the hand of God is on you. You here for a specific purpose, just like I said. And see, Burkina is some ending, but for some of you, it's the birth. See what I'm saying? It's a birth, a beginning, the birth of something. Fertility, immortality, prosperity is something. For some of you, it's a baby, an actual baby, and maybe having this baby and getting pregnant or whatever with it is think yeah now is the trine. You, him, and the baby at least now. In full guard, that's a square. See? Square. So you square here. So whatever this is. It's the new yeah. So and see, there we go. It's just confirmation. See, Gemini and then Mercury are right there. Now, storytelling. Now, guys, some of you now I hate to say this shit, but I gotta tell the truth, right? Guys, you with liars or you somebody who manipulate the truth, one of y'all, or somebody you lying to yourself, something about storytelling here. See on this card, Gemini. What that say? You see the story, communication, sales, neighbors, education, siblings, short trip, grade C school 1 through 12. Damn, I wasted. I'm gonna leave it for the right, guys, for the ancestors. Let's this. I mean, yeah, let's leave it for a minute. Um, and when I get up, because I want to get me a snack, I will wipe it up. How will I come to terms with my environment, people? How will I communicate with others? How may I best use who I am and who is God? Sometimes my handwriting, I don't know, I can't see. And what is what is within my environment? How may I best use who I am and what is with what is in my environment? So this to see your resources, the people that's in your. How do you use them? Do you reject them? Yeah, your immediate. I mean, your immediate environment and your extended. It could your extended family at least. Yeah, do you help accept help from your family? Mercury again, Gemini, third house. This is in sixth house in your everyday. So guys, whatever this communication issue is, whether it's being a liar, pathological liar, whatever whatever is because it's something in your communication style. Or you could have a harsh communication. It's got something to do with your Mercury placement. Um, are you nice to people? Do you have a nice disposition? How do you come off to other people? Are you helpful? Do you accept help? Because now, see, closing this, the Cancer moon, see, is Cancer. See, there you go, Cancer. The nurturer, cardinal water, the hands, Cancer. The hands are yours. The hands, Cancer. But in this lifetime, in this reincarnation right here, some of you, I feel like you repeated this before. Family or relations, ancestry, mother, real estate, motherhood, comfort, food, private houses. Some of you, I don't know, you might be making a move, maybe thinking about moving into something more private. I agree. Needing privacy. Listen, I totally agree. I agree. I agree. I agree with that shit right there. It's hard living in a complex or projects and shit like that with other people. It's a lot of work. So this could be somebody who's not used to that, who's used to living. Guys, I'm making me some beef stew. I gotta check my beef stew. Listen, all right, just chill out. I'm coming back. God, I think it might be time for me. Let me bring it to camp right here, cause we almost finished. Let me bring it, and I could just be cutting up my vegetables to put inside my stew because I need to let me turn and let my beef rest. This is the other half of that brisket I told y'all I'm gonna have. Yes. See, this is what we do in the shop. Like Israelites, we eat. So we cook on a Friday. It always involves food, yams, ground provisions. I got this from the garden. Guys, yeah, like community gardens and pantries and all this other stuff that can help save money. How are you about this thing? What's your thoughts about these things? Because these resources are there to help you. But now it all depends on how you look at help. If you limit, like you living on a limited budget, then you gotta do that. You gotta be guys. Now I don't know. Most of you young people, I guess that y'all mostly be young, so y'all don't get it. Y'all ain't live a long time, so yeah, a lot of this stuff y'all think y'all got it all figured out, but y'all don't. And relationships, they go through ups and downs. Marriages, they go through ups and downs. And you got to be able to weather the storm. And sometimes that means having to tap into community resources, needing help, not always asking for a cancer, but accepting it when it comes to you, and not being haughty. Some of you, it's your religious beliefs. Yeah, because It drives me crazy because when it comes to religions, because everybody wants to feel like theirs is the best one and this and this and that. Listen, a lot of religions that we practice today, they've been in existence for thousands and thousands and thousands upon years. It ain't nothing really new under the sun. All they do is give it a new name, call it something else, right? Or expand out to other things and become other like um branches of things, religion, right? But a lot of them been around since ancient times. So who's to say, well, who's is wrong and who's is right? Who got time for that? It's bigger things in the world. But some of you are so squared by your religious beliefs. They square you, what you was taught. It's from your hermetics, your father. So here, Kissa, all the way at the end, your father comes in. Now, either this is something that your father taught you about religion and how, specifically, what religion taught you about how you treat your woman, your wife, your mother, your sister, your friend, your neighbor, women, the women, you're the feminine collective, your daughters. Because how you treat them has serious implications. How you treat your wife in front of them has serious implications for your children. They learn these things, these behaviors. And guess what? They repeat it. So if you are an abusive man, then statistical data states that most likely your daughter is going to marry an abusive man, just like you. So she will be the same way you victimize your woman. Your daughter is most likely to choose a man, to choose a man who will certainly, almost certainly victimize her in many ways, more ways than one. Just like you victimize women because of your religious belief system. Or, yeah, some of you, it could have been the mother who did this. She could have grew up in a religious home and she did this with Christianity. Christianity, like she made you, yeah, so heavily, yeah, bound that you know earthly good. Everything is God, 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 God. Yeah, and you go around judging people and projecting your belief systems on everybody like yours is the only one that ever existed in the world. That's not the truth. So you want people who are allowed. Listen, in this country, we get to choose our religion, and most of us, when we go, because I wasn't born no Israelite, I had to assimilate myself into this way of life to keep the Shabbat and do all of this stuff, and I did on my own with no ish, stop, ish, ish, no ish, no man, no husband, my own self, and structuring my life around those principles because now on Friday I don't work on Friday. So now Friday is off the table because most times because I can't how to work, I'm gonna work on Friday, especially in the winter, because I gotta be home, cook, did all the stuff before the sun go down. Cause we gotta eat. It's no fire. So Fridays are for me off they used to be well, I ain't working on it. Fridays are off the table. I can't. And usually Saturdays is difficult too. So yeah, because that's the actual that they said is when the sun go down. Who the fuck is going to work when the sun go down? Okay, so sit down Saturday. Now you got Sunday, which is difficult because you got to prepare. Unless you in clerical or sales or something like that, then you working on a Sunday. But then you got Sunday through Thursday. Now, how many hours you gonna be busting it in? Especially if you're a mom and you got kids. See, so I'm not judging you. Women do what they do. But now, the more hours you work, now you daycare, right? It's a real thing. Paying for it. So it's a lot of moving parts. So a lot of extra money. Here, cancer coming up. Here, issue, yeah, around money. Your second house. I don't know. Saturn could be in your second house. It's a square here, but it has to do with Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, and maybe Mercury. It's some sort of aspect, something here that's squaring you. You gotta learn. It's a lesson, but it's all about yourself. This is to get you to believe in yourself and also to build a stronger relationship with the Most High God. Something more certain. Building yourself on a more solid foundation in Him. So I wouldn't take it like that, like nothing really all that. It is something that's gonna come up, but I feel like it's something that you could face. It's a childhood wounding that needs to be addressed. You know? Just do it. Just address it so you can move past whatever the fuck it is. Just move. Just do it, Cancer. Whatever this is, just deal with it so you can move on from it, beloved. It ain't. It's no use of hanging. It's no use of hanging on to whatever it is. Just heal it so you can move on. For some of you, I feel like it could be with both parents, but it's woundings that's related to the parents that gotta be healed so you could have the ultimate 10 of cups, your family happiness that you want, Cancer, badly. Especially the women, you all about the home. So it involves some sort of fear, Cancer, and I bet you it got something to do with intimacy, being vulnerable. Now you're gonna have to do with hair cancer, or your relationship is not gonna survive. For some of y'all, it could be both of y'all who got issues, y'all communicating with each other. Cause I bet y'all probably relate to each other more than not. And once y'all start talking, you will understand. You will probably start to see that y'all have like values, like all the very similar, maybe upbringings, at least experiences in your upbringing, very similar, not that different from each other, from one another. But Cancer, you gotta start talking about this stuff, the difficult stuff, Cancer. Maybe the other partner wants to know, like, what happened, what causes this, what makes you this way, right? Or your partner asking you, why do you shut yourself off from me? I'm trying to reach you. Like, I'm trying to reach you and I can't. It's like, it's difficult emotionally. Like, your partner may be trying to reach your heart space, like trying to reach you. And, or it could be each other, right? There's a song I'm thinking of from the Wait Until It Sells soundtrack. Patti LaBelle sings it. It's not My Love, Sweet Love. It's the other one where they took with Angela Bassett when she meet the guy and they both are just moving and they promise to become good friends to at least stay in touch and be good, right? So, guys, Cancer, maybe that's what's happening right now. Maybe you and your partner are, perhaps it's just you and your partner reaching new levels of intimacy, talking about your childhood and the things that happened. Most of y'all feel like are questioning if the person you with, you're with, is good for you. Can you trust them? Now, trust is one another thing, but you could tell them the truth. I think. I don't know if you could trust them, but that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Trust is a funny thing. So I don't know if you just want to go around giving that to everybody. Plus, cancers, you probably ain't gonna do that shit anyway, right? So go with your gut on this one because this is all about using your spiritual gifts, your intuition. You already know what to do, Cancer. Here, you know if you could trust this person or not. You already know. Really, I think it ain't really no question here. The only thing Cancer now is to do it because whatever this is, you karmically stuck to it. You swear to it. For some of you, if it's a baby, it's for the shit. So for the rest of the baby life, you're gonna be dealing with that parent. It has to do with family, your siblings. You stuck with them forever. So what you gonna do with that? You gotta you stuck with them. You don't get to choose that. God, we talking about family members, extended, even up to extended, that you don't get to choose. They was some of them here before you, after you, but shit, it's fate and destiny. They was born, so they there. You didn't, yeah, exactly. Choose them. It just happened, right? So some of you cases might be here too, right? Where you find yourself suddenly in a situation where I'm eating me some cake. Leave me alone. Um, you might feel like you ain't have no choice, right? Some of you might even feel like you've been tricked or bamboozled in some way. It's dark chocolate. Food is our friend. So guys, now that might be have something to do with it. Maybe some of you might have went and damn, I already made this. My I could have just ate this. I fixed it for my neighbor downstairs, but I forgot to take it. I guess maybe I still should. Right? I should just keep it. But I did buy some more with see now, I don't want to do that. Eat that with shit. I was already because I wanted the whipped cream to stay cold. The fridge, I try to take it down. Got some of you, I don't know. The kitchen, like domestic. I don't know. They if you've been married for a long time, you might um be I don't know. This shit might be coming up right now. Now you might be bringing up how you take care of the house, cleanliness, or stuff. Like complaining all the time about certain stuff. It it could even be about money, like maybe how you spend money. Could be like frivolous, spending money, because maybe now with all the stuff going on, it's yeah. Um, yeah, that's why I say I told her it's a damn shame. That's why I got myself out my room. I ain't gonna stop eating none of that shit. It's levels to the shit. But I say, um, cause yes, I'm shit. I mean, I do all this stuff for myself. So imagine when I get married, goddamn, he gonna be like, damn, girl, I don't know, right? See, I already do this stuff. I don't suspect that whoever it is, the guy that I meet, or whoever this is, whoever it is, he might not be an Israelite. So he might be walking into something new. I live what is called an alternative lifestyle. Most people don't live like how I live. So that's what I thought overlooking. That's the 4, 5, 5. See, I love chocolate cake. Well, see that cherry right there? Shit. A dark one. Dark about it. Now, Cancer, I'm sorry. Now, I'm seeing that for some people, this could be it could manifest different. Now, there is some ending somewhere. Oh, that's my shell. There is some ending and some beginning. There's some new beginning here. For some, um, I don't. Yeah, he or she might be leaving you and going with leaving somebody else. So cool. If that's the case, you earned it. You might be in denial about it right now, but going through this process, it's going to all come to you. You're going to see how you played a big role in whatever this is. You might be blaming him or her for what's happening, like it's all him, but you did something, Cancer. And either that's good or bad to manifest the situation that you're in right now. Now, if the situation you in right now is comfortable and you happy, then guys, just continue growing. Just keep facing the difficult stuff as it comes up. But be supportive to one another. Guys, just hear each other out. Listen to each other, others' perspective about everything, about life, about everything. Because if you are moving on, whoever y'all stuck, yeah, you here, you square here. So, um, at least for the winter, you there for the yeah. For some, it might be a separate separations. People might be separated just maybe for the winter to get some space. Might be getting some sort of. It could be an unofficial separation, whether you like it or not. You could be thinking. I mean, so right now you better be thinking about money, Taurus, because they're going to build up. See what I'm saying? The build Taurus is the builder, the builder. It builds things. How do you build from the bottom up? See squares and shit like that. But it's Venetian. So you're gonna take a look at your values here. This is in your second house too. Good God Almighty, look, your second, your money is tied up in this shit. You invested money, actual money in this. Yeah, and then Jupiter. But Jupiter was before Taurus. Some of you is gonna involve some sort of you want you an expansion in your money. You need more money. Somebody need you gonna need money to expand to whatever this is. It's gonna cost you your second house. It's gonna cost you, meaning something manifest in your house, around your house that could cost you money. Mercury is there, so it could be. It ain't in reverse, so that's good. I mean, in retrograde, that's good, but it is in Scorpio. See, it's the death of something, of some contract. Yeah, because in order to be able to start something new, something has to come to an end. Both of those shits probably cost money. A move costs money. Things like they cost money, but it's a chance, right, to work with Jupiter, right, in a sense, to new levels of consciousness about yourself, about people, about the world, about life, about God. It's the Star David here. Some the use of stars and symbols and stuff like that move into a whole new level of ascension. Cancer. I feel like that was specifically shit for both men and women. But since I said that, let's see. Let me see what came out the tarot. I'ma just it's real short. It's for the men. I ain't doing because it's for both. So sorry. I don't see Coyote. You got curveballs. Stop being so anal. You got a spontaneity. Be flexible. Yeah, that. See the Queen of Pentacles. Listen, the Queen of Pentacles. Now here we go. Masculine energy. Your wife. Masculine energy. Your wife. Or here's a woman, you being a wife, you being a mother, the queen of embodying Queen of Pentacles energy. This is could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or um a Virgo. Kids you dealing with too. Either one of those. You are, or it's a significant placement, but I feel like this is either you or the woman you dealing with. One of y'all kids, yeah, but yeah, whoever's the Cancer is dealing with a Queen of Pentacles, or is embodying Queen of Pentacles energy. The Queen of Pentacles is the ultimate mother. That's 22. That's the past. So I'm gonna read that for the men. So for the men, let's just make it simple. And then what came out with it is Moon, and this shit came up. The X, right? It came up in my third eye. X marks the spot. Course, this woman is at a crossroads, man. Somebody is at a crossroads because making a choice because the Queen of Pentacles is the paths card. It's path, choosing a path. So is the Queen of Pentacles here that is choosing a path. She's choosing a path. Let me get the book. I got cards all over my couch. 22. Um Path signifies the way ahead, or this is, yeah, choosing a wife or something. Path signifies the way ahead in a life path as well. It stands for choices, decisions, and turning points, alternatives, and diversifications. As a person, it shows someone with two strings on a bow, or holding down two jobs or in two minds, or else running with the fox. Mhm. Or else running with the fox and the hounds simultaneously. And it's undecided in an undecided way, or seeing both sides of an issue. Some Lenormand systems call it the crossroads. The path can be broad or narrow, blocked or free. Only the surrounding cards will tell you which path acts as a critical point of decision in any spread. Ambiguity is part of this card's mode. Mm. The card that's on the next side of it is the Two of Swords. That ain't no that ain't no help. Cross two. Man, if you dealing with a Cancer woman, then she is deciding. She's still at the point where she's still making a decision about something, whatever this is that come up around. She's still undecided about this. She don't. She ain't sure what path she choosing. People, map maker, a planner, life coach, tracker, hiker, traveler, guide, drifter, holder of two jobs, part-time worker, walker. What is that? Dilettante? A dilettante. Hobbyist, multitasker, pilgrim, stranger, passerby, roadie, tourer, specialist, troubleshooter, love, love of a passing stranger, road companion, unevolving affair. Oh God, man. Specialization, evaluation, unfamiliar method, passage, or wrong. Now, Cancer, men, this don't necessarily mean that she's cheating. Or for some of you, she is. Or she will. She can in some way. Meaning that she won't play fair. So she could be manipulative in some way. And you need to be aware of that. So she could be two faced or double sided or undecided or undecisive. Yeah. It's moon energy. So more Cancer. This could be somebody with a moon and Libra placement. Moon and Libra placement. Or guys, moon and Libra could be time. Specific to time. Because see the moon is there in this particular card. So it could be related to time. This could be something that happened when the moon was in Libra, or I don't know, this person might make a decision. Something might, yeah, a decision might be made about this maybe when the moon goes into Libra the next time coming up. So, or new moon in Libra. Could the new moon, whenever that is, if you look at the date when the new moon will be in Libra, the next time the new moon is in, that could be significant too. So, it ain't no other card. Let me see. I'm gonna just flip. I could just use these same cards and see what come out to see. Guys, I hate to go into all of this stuff. Some your wife is cheating, or she have, or maybe she thinking about it and she undecided. It's the uninvolved love, or y'all in the uninvolved. It's not going to evolve anywhere. And I feel like it's most likely the woman here who might be undecisive, but for some women, it might not be not nothing that serious. It could just be her fear, and she's holding on to something. It could be of losing her independence, her money. She could have just been on her own for a long time and used to making a certain level of money, and now she got to be dependent because she, for whatever reason, something happened. She could get sick, she could go out on work, something, and now she got to be dependent on another person to financially provide for her, and that might make her uncomfortable. It might cause her some conflict. But I would say in that situation, it's the Most High doing that to you. You gotta really, you got control issues in this case. The source is some sort of issues with control, obsessive control, fear, because your pain, beloved, something happened to you that was karmic, but it was unfair, and it made your heart, it hurt you, and you holding it like on your lap, beloved. It's like it sits right on your lap. It could be something with a baby. This is a person who could have lost a baby before. Like they had the baby, could have been sudden infant death syndrome or something. I just want one. I want something. See, the sky, Taurus, second house money. What I tell you, or whatever this is that comes up for kids. Of, it's like damn, is something is dark. See the dark horse? He's on a black horse. So it's something that you're going to have to take slow, steady steps to recover from. So specifically, if this is a move, right? Or because it's Moon in Libra. Libra is related to the Chariot card, right? But also it is it involves your soul partnerships and your business partnerships. For some of you, it's a business something she had this that she's lost that she's still holding on to, but it's something that involves the heart chakra, and so she's blocked. Like nothing coming in and nothing going out. Like no, no, no. She's scared. She could have did this before and it failed, and she had to start all over. Or see, that's what I'm saying. This is a woman who had something. It could have been a baby. It could have been her child that she could have had a child. She could have a child where she like, listen, X marks the stop spot. So moving into something new, a new relationship, um, I gotta take slow and steady steps here because shit, the Skype, shit, cutting, shit, things. Yeah, this could be a person who was in a domestic violence relationship that involved a lot of verbal abuse, cutting words, and it caused her to close off. It could be a relationship she had in her early age because the night is here. So it could have been a relationship when she was younger with a guy. He could have walked away and left her. He found something else. See the Knight of Pentacles. He moved on to something else and he left her. Could have been with a child with something. So this woman could have been on herself by herself for a long time. Or the Skype is sharp. Like anything is a knife. So this could be an abusive relationship that involves fighting and cutting. Yes, 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 yes. Decisions with the Skype, the Queen of Pentacles. Decisions taken out of your hand. Accidents, done roaming. So this is making, yeah, now this is the person who is already in a relationship. You already, yeah, and so you could be even expecting a baby or trying to build some business or something like that. It's still a baby. It's something right young in stages, but course about, okay, where do I go from here? Like maybe hit a rough patch, right, in this economy, and like damn, cut into your money, it slow you down, your second house. But now you got to think about your value system. Okay, making cutbacks, cutting back, right? Savings. But it's something that was out of your hands. You ain't have no control over it. So this woman is like, I'm never putting myself in that fucking predicament again. So now here she is in a situation where yet again, and now she's caught. She got to make a decision. So here, I would say, in the case like that, you just maybe got to give her some time. Her words, because she could be cutting like an ice cream cut off. Nope, she could be the one that's not affectionate. She's not, maybe not even talkative. Maybe you feel like she's sad. Maybe she always looking down when she sit down, and you be like, pick your head up. Why you always looking down? When your head is down like that, it's a form of sadness. Body language. It's like how people know you sad, cut it hurt in some way. Or if you always got your arms blocked like this, you blocking your heart chakra. The Queen of Pentacles is all about the heart chakra. She does what she loves. Everything she touches, she loves. Yeah, yeah. Her hands are healing because the Queen of Pentacles is connected to the Earth principle. She all about healing the Earth, healing the Earth. The body, healthy, yeah, lifestyles, healthy living. So I don't know. The Queen of Pentacles looks sad here, but for some, it could just be the loss of her independence for a while, money. But this is happening because it's to address. See, it's the karma card. Sadness and depression, moon, and cancer. See, it's something that's related to her mother. It's karma that's related to her mother. Her mother. See, Six of Cups. It's from her childhood. Sun in Scorpio. So Pluto is in Capricorn and shit. Her mother could have been, and see, that's the star. See, this is fate and destiny, Cancer. Whatever this is, if this is you or your partner, whatever it is they're going through, is fate and destiny. They have to heal this wounding, whatever it is. But somebody turns their back on her. Or this could be your father doing this to your mother in your childhood, and you watch this, watch your mother be sad and disappointed and all this other stuff, and it stagnated you somehow. Because see, then we got Leo, see fifth house, children, creativity, and all this other stuff. Your luck and all this other stuff. It involves your fifth house. So the desert, sun is hot. It's hard to find water in the desert, so you feel like it's a desert, right? It's dry, no emotion. And the Cancer man, see, I told you, Cancer men are alike. Like, see, is they or it's the Neptune aspect? They a lot like Pisces men. They are a lot like Pisces men. They need water. Cancer's men are very dreamy. They manifest in similar ways like Pisces, using their imagination, visualization. But in this case, it's hangman mode. It's being suspended upside down and being shaken out. And see his brain, his mind, going through some sort of spiritual awakening here. Now, see, and it bringing up some conflict. Five of Swords, Venus, and Aquarius. But see, Aquarius is the water bearer. So you're dealing with somebody, see, again, it's cold, but this Five of Swords is like the bad luck card, they call it. Now, ending up in Neptune here, Cancer men. Now, for some, this could be something that happened. This could be a past life reading. This is something that happened in the past life that you repeating in this life. But Neptune, Jupiter is in that. I mean, Jupiter is in Pisces. Neptune is where? That means I gotta get up and get my other phone. I don't want to. I don't know. It's in Pisces, right? It's home. Now, guys, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful here, because see, with Five Swords and the Hangman, guys, this is ending up in a fucking psych ward. I swear, I'm not playing Cancer. This is ending up needing psychiatric, yeah, psychiatric help. This can manifest into some sort of some serious mental or psychological disorder, or you could have one, or dealing with somebody who do. Now, the key is here, Sun in Virgo. So, guys, now there's a Virgo who is significant here. I'm gonna continue. I'm not gonna stop. I had got some guys. I think it's weed. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It seems like this weed I'm smoking, because it be all different weed. But that's why you gotta be careful with this weed, because it affects a certain part of the brain. And I don't know. This weed he been getting, I've been getting from this one. I know that. In Brooklyn is different. I have access to different weed, more natural, right? On weed. Here now they got all of this. Yeah, it's like medical that triggers certain parts of the brain. They planted shit. I meant to tell you mine. I got off the pizza shop. Yeah. Vegan. Sun and Virgo. So, Cancer, I don't know. Click off. I couldn't stop and come back. Okay? Well, I gotta do it. And I love doing it. I love doing it for you guys. No doubt. If I can help y'all, then that's what I'm doing. But you got some key information from a Virgo about how and where to focus your energy. Now, Virgo is the light. I mean, like he carries his water. So this is somebody that could be. This is somebody who's significant to you. You speak to them in your everyday life. It could also be some religious too, right? So y'all can share. So this is somebody you could talk to in a mosque, like, well, yeah, somebody like that. who is knowledgeable about some religious perspective or theory, religious theory. It could be Islam, Hermetic, something. Yeah. Or it's your father is showing up here. And what you learn from your father about how you conduct yourself in your everyday life, what you do every day. Even being a husband, father, all that stuff, right? But I'm sorry. See, now we got Moon in Aquarius, the water bearer again. But now it's Moon in Aquarius. Now, Moon in Aquarius is, woo, complicated. Moon in Aquarius is complicated. Energy, because we got Moon. Now, it seems that it should balance itself out, right? Because Aquarius is the 11th house, it's the inventor. But it's an air sign. So you would think that, but water and air is makes for an interesting combination. What happens with water and air? It depends on the air, like, right? It's dependent on the air because water could just be still, but it's the right breeze have to be accounted for. So is it still water or is it moving? Because the seven of swords is here. That's all about, and it depends on what kind of water it is. Is it clear water? Is it murky water? Is it dark water? Is it a swamp? What kind of water is it? Because the moon is all about your subconscious fears. Now the two of swords came up here, right? Moon in Libra. Now the fellow is sign, moon in Aquarius. It could have a moon in Aquarius, but it's some sort of see communication, a letter. It could be a letter from somebody in jail. Somebody in prison. Because it's sabotaging. This person is trying to get away with murder or was trying to get away with murder. But this person, damn, cancer, they motherfucking lied to you. They manipulated some energy. They lied. But it was something because he got five swords in his hand. The five swords, baby, is already here. See? He, some sort of, this Virgo brought you bad luck. He manipulated some communication or something like that. And he did it in Moon. I guess it was out of fear. But maybe because it's Aquarian, it's something that you want to invent, you wanted to invent. Something that you wanted to create. That you was going to focus on in your everyday life. The spirituality has something to do with, see? And your fucking, your legacy. Ten of Pentacles. See what I'm saying? That came up here. And the eight. See? Ten of Pentacles energy. I mentioned it. So it's your legacy. The High Priestess. This person did something. For some, it could be your father, an uncle, somebody who tried to sabotage you from your spiritual inheritance. Now, for some of you, the High Priestess is a person. The High Priestess could be somebody in a mosque, somebody in a temple, somebody in a church. The High Priestess is she's sacred. A Virgo. So, Cancer, I don't know. Either you was working with somebody or doing something to try to undermine somebody, or somebody was trying to undermine you from the High Priestess. This is trying to entanglements and shit. The High Priestess you go to when the High Priestess is sort of like a spiritualist, right? Like a spiritual doctor. She help you get rid of spell work and all that other stuff. She help you cleanse. You got purge and clear spiritually. So the High Priestess is a person who helps kill, clear, root work and shit like that. I do that stuff, yeah. I can do it. Clear energy and do all that. Hell yeah, I do that. Yeah, staging in people's houses and stuff. Yes, I do that. Can I help you purge root work and stuff like that? Hell yeah, I ain't scared of that shit. Are you fucking crazy? Man, shit. Yes, I help you clear. I can help you. I can ask my gods if I can help you clear, but I can't. Yes, I know how to do that. I have the power to. Yes, I do. Um, with natural stuff, using the earth, natural stuff, not busting, doing spell work on other people, but I help you how I do it. My practice is I help you heal yourself. Do a lot of rituals on yourself, not on nobody else. Not by returning energy. No, I don't do shit like that. Busting reversals and helping people do what. No, I'm talking about I help you do the healing work on yourself, so I help baths and all that, yes, stuff like that to heal yourself, to clear yourself from yeah, the magic and stuff. Right. And I hope to get a place where I can do this stuff again. I'm gonna use it in my house. No. So yes, baths and all that other stuff. Yeah, and scarves and all. Yeah, the soil. I make the soil baths and stuff. Yes, I use natural herbs and stuff. Pink soil. I make them for my brothers, my family. I make them. My sisters. I send it to them as gifts. I do honey, sugar, salt, all that stuff. Honey. Yes, I send some. Do this honey spell on yourself. Yes, but on yourself, right? You could do it on your partner. You could use it for your partner, but yeah, but they would love not. Yeah, nothing like that. No, like it's about clearing it, not causing more. So I can help. I help you clear it. And also the soul work, by, and at the same time, you healing the soul stuff too. Like it's the soul at the same time. So that's the kind of work I do as the high priestess. And food, all this stuff, making all these juices and stuff. Yes. And so I do that for my family that's around me. My healing stones, the stuff I create, my art. Nice. I send them to my sisters as gifts and stuff like that for their birthdays and things. Yeah. I make them for their windows and stuff. Yeah. So, but it's all to help them clear and balance the energy in their houses, right? Inside and outside. So this um thing here, I don't know. This person tried to, whoever this is, they try to sabotage you. They gave you some miscommunication. They lied, but I feel like it was to manipulate your spiritual path and your physical, your legacy on the earth. It involves your family, book, it's information, knowledge. Mercury, see, in Virgo. So this person was definitely a Virgo who did this. Gave you lies, basically, about your legacy. Or this is somebody who you went to for a reading. They lied to you. They sabotaged you. Went to, or you went to some sort of high priestess, and she could have been a Virgo. She lied to you about your legacy and your destiny, your future. Uranus is related to your mother and your father. The star, your destiny, which your future. And you could have been going to this bitch. You could have got a lot of readings from her, at least seven. You spent bread with this person, and she lied to you. She manipulated the energy. She was lying. So you paid her money, and she was lying to you the whole fucking time. Told you. You probably went to some sort of tarot card reader. You got to be careful with those. But this person was paying for it, for help, and this person was lying to them. It could have been a woman and a man, but the man was in the background, but the woman was the one doing the work. This person could have been doing spell work, but there's some lies here, some sabotage, some manipulation that happened here. Uranus that try to see, restrict you, status, square you from your future, from whatever it is you were supposed to be moving into. But this is karmic. It's related to your father. This is the past life. This happened in the past life too. If this is something that's happening right now, this happened in the past life. It's God's plan. But it is to shatter your um kids, to move you out of denial, to move you out of this white picket fence thing, right? Yeah, dream, yeah, the American dream, white picket fence, right? But now I talked about this earlier. You got to be careful with people with the white picket fence who project, because it's usually some serious shit. See, it's usually war going on behind closed, yeah, war going on. behind closed doors. And it's usually due to, I'm serious, to serious psychological, that's related to the father. So one of these people, the high priestess or the man here, one of them, they are mentally, they psychologically, they could be psychologically ill, squared in the mind. This could be in the area of communication. A pathological liar, a narcissist, yeah, talking about shit like that. Narcissistic behavior, and all of the, yeah. And they violent though. They are the type that will initiate contact. They will put their hands. One of them are violent, can be violent. Somebody here embodies Mars energy. Is some kind of war going on right here, but it's really with the self and some sabotage and some self sabotaging behaviors. Because this person, the high priestess or whoever this was pretending to be high priestess, is they fucked up too. Trust me, they they ain't getting away with this shit for sabotaging whatever or trying to sabotage you, whoever this is. I can guarantee you it. Tell me something about the high priestess, please, and then I'm going because I don't like to get into all this shit. Tell me something about the high priestess. But this is another reason why I don't fuck with stuff because this could have been a high priestess who could have very well be involved in some conflict. I mean, it's very well the Eight of Swords is here, so she could have been. It's always a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. She could have been um not privy to some of that information and did some work for somebody, but somehow the messages were manipulated. And if she is the channeler, then she channeled the information though, and she did it a number of times. It could be with different people, it could not be. So, or tell me something. I mean, it don't gotta be nothing, yeah, just something. God, see, Eight of Wands could be a Sag, Mars. This person got a lot of fucking mountains right now. This high priestess could be a Sag. She got a lot of 21 mountains, a lot of incoming spiritual warfare. Yeah, so this can be involving spiritual warfare going back and forth. So that's what I'm saying. This is somebody who could have been. See, it's justice. The mountains, however, the now it could be mountains for everybody. Isn't I? Yeah, for everybody involved here. But this high priestess, who now I asked who the high priestess is, tell me something, and the Eight of Wands came out, which is Jupiterian energy. It's Jupiter. So this high priestess manifested some karmic ties, some yeah, some wands. Now we know Sag is all about religion, right? Spirituality is where, and the moon is where all your karmic debts lie. So this is very well related to past life, a past life war. In this case, that followed y'all into this lifetime. But the Sag, I believe, the one with who embodies Mars energy, Sag is the one who initiated contact. She started it. But if if she started it, she initiated this shit, or he is a high priestess, is a, or a man, however. But they initiated contact with you, or you the Sag that's looking at this, and you initiated contact with this person. Is some sort of spiritual communication happening here. I think it's you sending spell work out to whoever, yeah, some sort of manipulation of energy. Um, see, Saturn in fucking Leo. See, what the fuck did I say? And there go Pluto. I'm not going no more. Mars, Pluto, death to, yeah, death of all kinds, occult knowledge. This is spiritual work. Like that's why I say people got it. I don't do this shit for nobody. No, gritting and all of that shit. I now only for my family. For other people, I teach you how to do it your damn self. And you tap into the angels. That's at your own risk. At this time, I ain't even tell nobody about my channel. I'm just gonna let it. Yeah, I don't, cause I don't really want to tell people where I live, cause they hear readers and they get mad. They take it personal. When I gotta, I don't. That's why I don't really tell nobody. If they find my channel, then it's very little people. I can then most likely they ain't get it through me. I don't know how you got it. Maybe you got it from the person I told, but I ain't give it to you. So if you find yourself here and you listening to something that's about you and you live in my area, I don't know you. I don't know your sign, so don't take it personal. I didn't tell you about it. I didn't lead you to my channel, so I don't. Yeah, Saturn and Leo. So now, see, the square is in your fifth house, your luck. So you gotta clear this up. Somebody here got involved in some spell work and they karmically tied to whatever the fuck this is. Some system of divination. The high priestess, that's Piscean energy. That's the 12th house. That's Neptune right here. See? Both Neptune. This person is hung up right now. And but it's karmic, it's spiritually because of something that they dab some sort of system of divination that they dabbed into. And they possibly could have actually did spell work and sent stuff out to at least one person here, to somebody, and they in trouble for it. So, and whoever this is, you did this in the past life too, and you repeating it, and as a result, this shit messes up your family life because Saturn in the fifth house that squares your children, your creativity, your luck, or you manifested this right now. You got blocks that you gonna have to heal, mountains, in order to be able to clear whatever this spell work is that you got into. This is somebody who did some spell work, and you gonna need some sort of spiritualist, a high priestess, to help you clear this off. Hands down, you need help because whatever this is that you did, you could have. I don't know. It's with swords, so communication and things like that. So in returning it to your mind, so you could have, yo, this is the hand of God, the Most High God making you go crazy. to suffer for whatever it is you sent out spiritually to hurt somebody. So whoever this is got to do some clearing work. You need a spiritual doctor, but the problem here is that most spiritualists, especially Native and American ones, will not touch. Um, they'll deal with emotional stuff when it comes to soul scouring and soul retrieval work and all that stuff healing, but not people with psychological issues. They won't touch it because Native Americans believe that psychological issues are related to spiritual disease, disease, spiritual disease. So there you have it. So it's from God. They have to be ordained to be able. Yeah, they have to give them in order to deal with it. Most of them will not because it's considered to native a curse to native. They won't interfere. See, focus. The cheetah, but this cheetah is that a cheetah or a leopard? It's a cheetah, right? Is in the cold, the winter. Oh, see that's cool. Now, I would suggest doing this work during the winter time. It's the perfect time to do it. Doing this healing work to purge whatever this is, the work, whatever it is you was doing. I feel like this message might be saying that in this case to you that you might. This is why the Most High is taking you out of work and making you sit down because you got to go through some sort of healing process. You healing this, you got to or you want to, and so I suggest do it during the winter when it's cold. You in the house more, it's dark. You going to eat anyway. You want to be forced to do it anyway. So this is him it, is taking you out of commission and making you lose money, making you to go part time at work or not working, going on workers comp, going or being dependent on your husband or your wife. For some, it could be as simple as happy things, going to school, taking on a wife, getting married, moving. That's going to cost money. So it's either or. But I suggest you get where you need to be before the winter because it's some healing work that got to be done here. So wherever you going to be for the winter season, then I feel like you need to be there right now if you ain't there already. Or if you where you supposed to be, you feel you need to be, then get ready for the winter. Bunker down because it could be a lot of snow. Make sure you start stocking up on food and stuff like that. Fill up your cabinets and things like that. Snowy mountain peak. Mountains traditionally see mountains. Mountains traditionally represent transcendence and spiritual evolution. They also symbolize rising above mundane situations and reach a greater heights. The snow at the peak represents, for some, it might be actually going into the cold. That would be I don't I hate it, but that would be beautiful to take a family vacation if you could do that, like an extended day and go extended stay and go into a cabin in the go skiing and stuff like if you could do that or go to a cold place, some might be going to a cold place for the winter. Or you live in the northern hemisphere where now it's starting to get cold. But it could be mountains of snow, like blizzards and shit like that. And you want to go out looking for food and blizzards and stuff like that. So now you got to be prepared, right? The snow peak represents pristine clarity. Mountain peaks are often the destination of spiritual pilgrimage. Many cultures believe that tops of mountains were the resting points of the gods, lowercase g, and celestial beings. See, Martin, I did a reading about this. The mountaintop, something. Go back and look at it. It might have something to do with it. I have seen the mountaintop. Martin Luther. The sacred landscape wants you to know what you focus on is what you'll pull to you. So put your attention on that which is worthwhile. Concentrate on desire. Direct your intent to one thing rather than being scattered in many directions. When your thoughts and actions are unfocused, it dilutes and diminishes your forward movement. It is much easier to gain results when you are concentrating on one path. See, the Queen of Pentacles came up? Paths. Gather your inner resources with intensity and passion. Go forward and upward. I'm telling you right now, guys, you better start shopping and stacking up. Yes, 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 yes. So wherever you're gonna be, you better start making it comfortable for you to be there for the. Just make it get comfortable. Make it comfortable. Um, gather your inner resources, but see your inner resources. And with intensity and passion, go forward and upward, and you will see results. This is a card of spiritual transcendence and traveling to higher realms. So stay focused on your higher consciousness. You are close to heavenly realm, the heavenly realm. See the angels and stuff like that, guys. But you can't be scared. It's nothing to be scared of. They fun, really. But you just gotta be careful with them because they are there to help you ascend. So yeah, but they are fun. They they are fun. They not all uptight and all of that stuff. At least not right now. Especially if you get the ones that I was working with. Don't ask them about it. Don't say if you work with. Are you the one who worked with Candy? You know her? Cause I don't know. They might tell you yeah. They might say I don't know. But they might say don't fucking don't even. Please don't ask. You have no idea how. Shoot, Swift, don't even ask. Forget about it. Oh my God, she's so that fucking Scorpio and Venus moon. See the death card Scorpio, that's me. This is my moon. But it's see, I got a Venus moon. It's Taurus moon. See, past life. All of the stuff I bring with me from a past life. It's Taurus. It's the Hierophant. Institutionalized learning. See, I'm a Hierophant. To the T. I'm just a girl. Okay? What's wrong with that? Now, for some of you guys, before I go, some of you cancer men, is that the issue here? Listen, back the off for me. Yeah, back. Yeah, because I'm so smart, and girls shouldn't be doing this, right? Girls shouldn't be up there doing what it is she's doing. She's a girl. Why? Woo! See, but I'm a different kind of high priestess. You see what I'm saying? My seventh house suit is in Libra. See, yeah, I'm a say yeah. We are all signs. But listen, this is. Let me show you something. I'm this kind of high priestess. The death, yeah, Scorpio. See, I'm Scorpionic. So see, and then Scorpio in the realm of the moon. So I'm comfortable with dark energy. I'm comfortable with dark energy. And where I'm going in this lifetime is in Scorpio. So see, putting shit to death. So I got permission to use my darkness and be a Leo. See, my first house. and have some fucking fun at the same time. See, the broom, sweep it, yeah, clean it, sweep it, shit. The cleaner, Candy. Yes, I am. I'm a slave in this house because my floors they are gray, they wooden, but I'm a slave to these motherfuckers. All I mop them and keep them. I swear, for everything I love. I'm a slave to my floors, cleaning the broom, the lady with the broom. But in spirituality, I'm about this fucking life. Listen, you gotta take it's both aspects. The high priestess deals with light and dark. The high priestess is trained with dealing with reptilian. Is trained. The high priestess been praying and been, especially with Moon. She bring all of this information into this reincarnation with her right now. Me, she got a past life of dealing with snakes, reptilian energy, dark energy. I happen to be of Native American descent from my mother's side. My father's side is a whole bunch of stuff. But Benny and Toko is one, is the first one. Um, Cameroon, I think in the Congos is second. Nigeria was third. Um, fourth is Mali. And then I got a little bit of Ivory Coast, Senegal, stuff like that. But I believe that comes from my father's side. So see, I got a little bit of both that I bring with me into this reincarnation. But see, the Knight of Wands, they see my guys, they Knight of Wands. Because it's true. I Ira, I am most of the night of I'm a quick fucker response. I don't nope. I don't fucking nope fast. See the Knight of Wands is impulsive, but and it's also Leo, right? But for the Knight of Wands is also a wanderer. I could want yes I could want. Not in relation, not in like relationships and stuff like that, be loyal. But in a relationship, if I'm not happy, I could go off, wander, and just, yeah, I be going in another place. I don't be there no more, not in a relationship. Scorpio, the high priestess, yeah, I deal with that shit psychologically. Yeah, my fifth, I just look at it. I'm going to be honest with myself. And once I process it, psychologically, and I put it to death, yeah, like, moving on, up, quick, I don't want. Peace out, Cancer.